Greetings, mortals, and welcome back to Madamere Bridge. So when last we left off, we had just completed a bunch of stuff, and we were doing good. There really are a lot of emotes on Twitch. Holy crap, I had no idea there were this many emotes. Like people waving and stuff. Anyway, I'm an old man and I'm continuously shocked by what the kids these days have on the devices and this stuff. Communication technology has definitely changed. Okay. I was a little concerned that I was gonna see.
Not a problem.
What am I doing? Okay, so we just finished up this area, I think. And now we need to go to the Eastern Wood. I'm thinking I'll go to the Eastern Wood first. I probably should have actually excuse me, taken the opportunity to look around, load up the game, see what's available, see what things I can do instead of loading up the game after I go live, so that I could actually have an idea of what I was doing. But, you know, that's silly talk. Anyway, what are we going to do now? We got... got a tree here. So, how's our thing? Craft hall is currently in progress. I guess we'll see how this goes. Golden celery? Oh my. Walk, 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 walk. So... I'm actually going to save the game. Because I've had to oh, right. I can speed up the game. Okay, I keep forgetting that I can just hit D and it'll speed up the game. Let's do that. That'll be good. Da, 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 da. I need to move my camera. Because if my camera was like right here-ish, obviously at a different angle, but if it was about here, then... it would look more similar to me looking at you. Because when I'm looking at the chat, I'm very clearly looking away from the camera.
Of course.
I'd like to set that up to have the two look a bit more close. So we've got a human skeleton here. That escalated quickly. Oh, jeez. That's a lot. Alright, so... there's only 3 of them. I think I'm gonna just fight them. Pretty decent hit, actually. we go. Boop. Booped it. Alright, there we go. Ooh, nice. We got a vessel bone. That's exciting. It's very high-minded. How dare you shoot me? Okay. Oh, right. I was just talking about how I can just hit D. And then I didn't do it. Okay, so this doesn't lead to anywhere new, so this place is looking pretty tiny, actually. Not a very large area. So I'm glad that I came here first. Wicked. So these are vessels, which means that I can blast into them with him. And there we go. It looks like it's only the two. All these undead are definitely going to start skewing the, especially like the really low HP undead. Low HP enemies in general are going to skew the damage numbers toward Aloth, but we're going to be starting to seriously see the numbers skew away from arc between Aloth and Durance in these areas. So we can do this, and boom. Okay. So the rest of the party is actually starting to do some okay damage now. Or, well, that's not actually true. Their damage output of the party hasn't really gone up that much. It's just that these particular enemies have very, very low HP. So even relatively marginal HP values, or sorry, damage values, are really, really huge on them. I don't think this guy can come through here this way, so... You are engaging who? Nobody, I think. I think he's actually inactive right now. Boop. There we go. Done bar. The spider legs. Okay.
Not.
That was a heavy hit. Holy shit. 29. Yikes. That's some serious damage. Did I leave you? Nope. Okay, there's nothing north of here. Yeah, well, this place seems pretty simple. Okay. So, rather than go to Radrick's Hold directly, wait, wasn't there something I was supposed to do in the Esternwood? I guess not. I think it was something I was supposed to do in Black Meadow and I already did it. Okay, so I think I'm going to go back to Caed Noir. Let me take a look here. So, how long do we have on the craft hall? 1 day, 1 hour. So, yeah. Perfect. So, we're going to go to Caed Noir. And then we will be able to continue improving it as well. So we're going to keep building security stuff. I'm thinking about doing the barracks next. And the question is whether I want to rest. Oh, actually, I don't want to rest until I've actually done the thingamabobber anyway. I need the thing to finish. So we're going to pop over here. And do I actually want... Have I gone to... I don't think I've gone here. I'm going to check this place out, see if there's anything interesting in here. This is the place that we just restored. Chanters can do more than just chant. Well, okay, so restored might be a little bit of an overstatement. We've got a little bit of repair work done, but just a little, just a little repair work. Oh, I can use my bed here.
Quick and quiet.
Okay. So do different people have different views? Nope. This is cool though that you have different like chests in all these different rooms. So you could potentially like I think that this they never ended up making this game multiplayer, I don't think. This game would be so great for multiplayer. Oh man. If they had just done the netcode for it, it would have been great. Because, like, playing this game with your friends, especially a game where, like, creating party members is, like, one of the mechanics. So it's, like, a normal thing to do. That would have been so much fun. This is a game that would be a lot of fun to play with other people. I always enjoy going through, like, Baldur's Gate with my friends who haven't played it before. And letting them be the protagonist. And then having me be some random, you know, person who, like, is usually trying to manipulate them toward his own agenda. I have a tendency to play with, like, Grillnesh and things like that. It's almost always Grillnesh, actually. Grillnesh is my most fun character to play as a support, I think. Like,
I trust
someone else is the main character.
Please let me know if there's anything I can do to help.
Save the key. Oh, where to begin? Let's see here. Okay, I didn't finish that, so... So was this your key?
Not as a land is its lord's, more as a child is its mother's. This castle was my design, you see. The Earl appointed me to do it. I was getting on in years. I knew it would be my only chance to build something magnificent. When it was built, I couldn't bring myself to part from it, to go back to my lonely home. I begged the Earl to let me stay, to take care of it. It was all I wanted, and he granted it. Years later, when Berith Susha finally came calling, I begged the Earl to find a way to let me remain, and so he did.
Alright, well. I don't think we need to keep talking. I think I'm going to clear the first level, actually. So the level that Merwold was on, we're going to go down there. We're going to clear out that first level of the keep. Because now's as good a time as any. And I need to spend an hour here anyway. So we're going to clear out as much of that place as possible. I think we can probably just clear it out. I don't think that the first level is terribly difficult. But we'll see. I could be wrong. So there's going to be a bunch of spiders in this doorway. That is a lot of spiders, actually. I can't pull these things far back enough to do what I would want to do. We're going to go ahead and... No, we're not going to use Holy Radiance quite yet. We're going to wait a little bit. So, Binding Web. It misses Adair. That's great. Okay, so this is the first one, so it's going to be the one that has the biggest oomph right off the bat. We're going to go ahead and slap this down right here. We're going to have him move over here. He can't move at all, so that's fine. We're actually going to have him use Holy Radiance right off the bat. Okay. Because... Okay, move in. Please interrupt that thing. I'm not sure how it is that he hasn't been hit with the thing yet. How? Okay, that was interesting. Well, that one's toast. So we've got another ivory spiderling here. I'm going to have him dump this over here. And does he... There we go. Look at all that damage. Can I slip in here? Doesn't look like I can. Do I want to move? I don't think I do, actually. I'm going to stick here for now.
Oh, cool.
Alright, so he's going to move a little bit closer. He's going to be attacking this one. We're actually going to move, take a step forward. There we go. So that will allow him to get in position. You are moving the wrong way. Okay, is he involved? Yes. Okay. So these two are both engaged with him. I'll go ahead and start poking them. That is very inconvenient. Luckily, he didn't hit arc. So, how are we going to handle this? I'm actually going to have him attack the one in the back. Insolent fool! Do you seriously think that you can stop me? I have the power of interrupts on my side. Maybe. Oh, look at that crit! Oh. Okay, and then he immediately engaged me, and my life is sad. Aw. Didn't actually get me up. Boop. I'm actually not sure. Because, I mean, it's possible that I just failed the interrupt, but let me take a look at what these guys have. It's possible that I just failed the interrupt, but maybe you can't interrupt a target that's already interrupted. It kind of makes sense. If they're already in a hit stun animation, they might not be hit stunnable again. But if I had to guess, I'd say that's not what happened there. I think what happened there is... Okay, so we should be fine here. Whoa! He just walked right on by. Okay. So we can go ahead and just clear the next one out. There we go. There we go. And we did not actually get the priest, interestingly enough, so we need the heavy iron key. And... oh good, it looks like I can just... for quest items don't appear to show up in your inventory. Oh.
Laying low.
Okay, so I thought that the priest... oh wow, this is a bigger level than I thought. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and save this. We've cleared out a few enemies. Not a huge number, but we've got a little bit of progress done. Can continue on.
Not a problem.
There we go. And let's see here.
Keeping an eye out.
Here we are. To think we are so close. Beneath our very feet lie the endless paths built by Ard Nua, the great Angwithan king. Well, up here, this is all Adiran, of course. But should we descend far enough, we will find some real history.
Some real history.
Cover that great king's tomb would be a dream. But it is one of his servants I am after. Gabranos, a powerful mage and a dedicated scholar. A keeper of lore, just as I mean to be. He was in possession of the Tanvi Oratoa. Whatever form of it preceded the one we know. I've seen it in ruins, alongside Gabranos' name. Scraps of the same symbols and verses we know in Rauatai. He must have held the words in high regard. Or perhaps he was even the author.
You sound very impressed by this, Gabranos. They say he held power over the elements, but I'm more interested in his writing. He was a prolific author. I haven't been able to translate everything, but I've seen enough to know that he traveled far and wide. If only I could have met him, what wisdom he could share. But we can follow in his example and strive to learn from those around us. I improve upon it. You haven't actually read his writing? Well, not entirely. How could I? It's a dead language, and hardly anyone has translated even a small fraction of it. But what little I can, I have translated. By comparing the symbols in his work to the others that I have found, I pieced together a phrase from the Tanvi Oratoa. Clear as day. I even gave it to the keeper to check, but she was convinced I'd written it myself. Interesting. So let's start looking.
If my sources are correct, Gabranos will have brought the text with him. It will probably be within a library. Or a tomb, perhaps. It tends to be one of the two. Let's be off.
Yay! Oh, so this goes to level 2, I guess? Yeah. So this goes down to the second level. We don't want to do that yet. As excited as our scholar friend is... whoa, shit! Oh boy, that's a problem. Oh good, the stuck is gone. Keep moving. Seriously? Alright, well. You know what, it's fine. We'll fight him here.
If it makes you.
So now's the time for me to get in on this guy over here.
Problem.
Okay. It's tempting to AoE with this guy.
You better.
But rather than do like a single target on just this thing. But I figured that that one is higher, doesn't have arc on it to DPS, and is basically just going to be a bigger deal to take out. So we got that one. Oh, Jesus. Hello. So. Swapping him to sword and board. Ah, I see. So these two are still aggroed. This one is not. So, if we have him in front, he should be able...
Ready when you are. Hey.
to just blast here. Oops. Nope. Okay, so... Craft hall construction is complete. Boom. And crit. Okay, so we finished doing the craft hall, which means that we can now upgrade that. My thinking is that I'm going to clear this first level, and then I'm immediately going to go on and just move on to the next level. So we do not want to increase our prestige anymore for now, because we need to get our security up first. So we can get +3 security from building that thing. And I think that's probably our best bet. Yep. So we're going to build the barracks. So it'll allow us to get hirelings. And the other advantage is that prestige slightly increases your tax income, but not by very much. It's actually a very, very tiny amount. But prestige does increase the number of bandits in your area by a very large amount. So if you increase your prestige and your security at about equal levels, you're going to be getting less tax revenue over time.
Not a problem.
Because of just the way that the numbers are programmed in. So you don't want to be prestigious, you want to be secure. Because at the end of the day, tax revenue is basically just from farmers and a tiny amount from merchants. Like in this kind of a setting. Boop. Alright. Dunbar. And how are we doing? Got him down to half. So there was a Zhwart priest here that got eaten by the spiders, I guess.
And what does the flame reveal?
And what does the flame reveal? Reveals a beetle. Okay, I do not remember beetles very well. I seem to recall beetles being kind of scary, but maybe beetles are the opposite of scary. But I think beetles actually are pretty terrifying in this. Yeah, I think they have a lot of damage reduction. I think that's what it is. They're like, their hides are like super tough, so they have lots of DR. I guess we'll find out. But that's what my suspicion is for now, and we'll see whether I'm right. So is this the same room? No, this is a different room. So we're going to go after this wood beetle over here. I think it might be alone, but probably not. Oh, that is definitely not a lone beetle. Come, my friends, come, my friends. So the stone beetles... That thing burrowed. The wood beetles shot a projectile of some sort. Get up, get it. Oh, that thing just TP'd over here. And it just de-aggroed, which means the others have probably also de-aggroed. I'm going to summon... Okay, so we need him to swap to this. Knock it over. Yeah. Toasted. Okay, so we got a stone beetle.
Not a problem.
And now we have the two other beetles to deal with. Do I want him in front? No. I don't want him in front either, actually. I do want him in front, even though he's squishy. Because... Come on, Fritz. Okay, so clearly we need to just charge. Nope, get in there. Oh my god! He's not actually blocking your path.
Adapt to our enemies.
There we go. Boop. And there we go. Okay. So...
Laying low.
Potion of Spirit Shield. Alright, so let's go ahead and save this since we've got the beetles dealt with. We'll save the game. We'll continue it up. And then we should be able to finish this place up pretty fast and go about our business. I'm wondering if I want to go down to level 2 or not.
I'll see what I can do. The work of a moment.
Okay. That is a lot of beetles. Okay, so we're gonna go in there eventually. We're gonna go over here first. How much HP do you have? He has 102 endurance and 102 HP.
Keeping an eye out.
Widowmaker Spiderling. Okay, we might need to be super, super defensive here. This is the point where we need to start casting spells, I think. Do I want... Yes. What I'm actually going to do, I'm not going to try to take out that Widowmaker, because I believe it's going to hit very, very hard. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm actually going to start moving on over here. And I'm going to finish the rest of the packs first. Can I... There we go. That is a lot of friends. Okay, so... oh shit. Not entirely comfortable with the way that this is going right now. Okay. Okay, I hit some of them. Are you gonna use that ability at some point? There we go. Okay, friend of friends. Okay. Okay, so... can I have him just heal himself? I think this actually might work. I might survive this. Boom! And there we go. So we cleared out that pack. We actually cleared them out before the effect wore off. Or ice effect.
Not a problem.
How cool is that? That's still active. Okay, so Adair took a little bit of damage, but not a lot of damage there. We're going to go ahead and save the game. We didn't do a huge amount of damage with the ice there, because we didn't put the enemies in the right location. You really want to just dump them into a place where one of them can attack your lead party member, and then you dump AoEs behind them. But I didn't do that, obviously.
Hello?
So... looters? You're not allowed to loot this place. This is my castle. Insolent fools. Let's see what they're looking like. Okay, so these guys are going to have bows, probably. Do I want to go after the looters first? I think, yeah, because whatever's in here is not going to be that interesting in terms of loot. So I might as well go for the place that's going to have the better loot. I'm going to actually send him in first. There we go. There we go. That's what I like to see. Oh! The beetles are fighting the looters!
Let's see what lies this way.
This is great. I mean, I'm just gonna let him fight. I'm not gonna get involved in that. Interesting. Okay, so... Gold Pact Knight, huh? Oh, right. The Gold Pact Knights, if I recall correctly, are basically like Paladins of Profit or something like that. Oh no. Did I just get hobbled? I got hobbled. How dare you hobble me? Oh god, the damage! That archer is doing crazy damage. I think he's gonna go down, actually. Oh, he's in trouble. Whoa, 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 whoa. You stay there, because otherwise you're gonna be in even worse shape than you are right now. We're going to blast you. And he went down before. Oh god! No! No! Ark! You fool! Why are you in the center of all of them? Well, at least that one walked away. Okay, well, there we go. Whoa. Oh, baby. Okay, so we took those three out.
Not a problem.
For whatever reason, they had rice, but no armor or weapons. A little strange. I hit them so hard that their armor and weapons evaporated into dust. That's just how strong I am. Do I want to try to clear the whole area?
Not a problem.
How much HP do I have? I have double my current endurance's HP, so it's a possibility. The problem is that everybody else is pretty low right now. Oh god. There's so much damage! Alright. Froghelm. Booze.
Nothing will slip past me.
Okay, so I take back what I said about the loot. No interesting loot here. So, given that I don't have anybody to tank right now, I'm going to save the game, and I'm probably... Excuse me. What do I want to do now? I'm going to send him forward first. So many random attacks going in. Okay, this is a problem actually. You guys need to get out of the way so that the tank can get forward. Because this is going very bad right now. Okay, well. I missed him. I think I missed him. So there goes Alof. Okay, we have 34 HP on him. I should probably have done this earlier. But better late than never, I guess? So, Adair has 19 HP left. So, we're going to save the game. And now comes the point where I think that there's one more big beetle in that room, and that's it. I'm popping into that room. I'm going to beat the crap out of the last beetle, solo Arctole. He's going to have to do it solo. If he can't do it solo, then I'm just not going to do it. It's going to be great. I guess Aloth could help, but this is more fun. So, oh god, there's more than one! Well, not necessarily. Oh yeah, there's more than one. Never mind, we're not doing a 1v1. Operation 1v1 is a failure! Oh my god, Operation 3v2 is... go! Okay. Can I hit all three? Okay, now I can hit both of them, so we're definitely going to do this. I'm hoping that I can get an interrupt here. I need to pull him forward. Arc really does hit very, very hard. Boom! Nailed it. Okay, so we got that pack dealt with. Good job, team.
I shall be quiet as a calm sea, which is not very quiet.
I do like that line a lot. I really, really enjoy that line. Because it's just so cute. It's like, I shall be quiet as a calm sea. Actually, that's not very quiet at all. We should probably not stealth. You should probably not trust me with stealth. Alright. So, we've cleared the majority of this area. We have not cleared a little bit of it, but that's okay. Excuse me. That's okay. We have the option to rest. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, reflux is acting up. It's no fun. But you know what is fun? This game. Segways. Okay, so we have 1,300 gold right now. And the treasury is empty, I think. Yes, okay. So, I'm pretty sure that the stuff that you got from the stronghold used to show up in the treasury, but I'm probably wrong. Excuse me. Let's see how this goes. We got the ability to rest now. So the craft shop bonus gives 3 dexterity. So this effectively means that we will have +3 dexterity for the rest of the game. So first things first, though, we are going to go over to the craft hall just to see what it's like. I did not have fast mode active because I'm a dope. So let's get over there. Oh, there's a shopkeeper here.
Hello.
Let me see what you have. Oh, he sells a bunch of actual, like, equipment. Cool. I mean, I don't think I need any of it, but I do need his services nonetheless. So we're going to go ahead and sell all this non-magical equipment. Sell the crossbow as well, since we're never going to use that. start with that. Do I want to sell? I'm tempted to not sell this because it just gave. I think it gave it this to me, and it kind of upsets the balance of the game that it gave it to me. So this gives plus 5 reflex and healing bonus. I should give that to somebody at any rate. This gives immunity to confuse and plus 2 intellect. I did not equip that, and I should have. Whoa, this is expensive. Explains a lot. Actually, it's got really good damage values on it. Okay, so we're going to sell the traps that we come across as well. So when we disarm traps successfully enough, we'll actually get the trap itself. And I'm not going to be using that, so I might as well just sell it. So, let's see. Get rid of the cape. So I'm going to keep this hatchet. You should always keep a hatchet on hand because you never know when you're going to need to max out your deflection. And hatchets give you plus 5 deflection, and as far as I can remember, no other weapon types do. So we're going to go ahead and wear a hermit's hat. Let's see what it looks like. It's the wrong color. Ugh. It gives me immunity to confusion, though, and plus 2 intellect. The plus 2 intellect is great because it means that it normalizes my intellect and means that I'll be able to do the standard range for my AoE, which is really good. Let's see. So we'll save on the mage, seems like a good plan. Plus 5 healing bonus. I'll go ahead and just slap this on him because I might as well. We'll slap this on him. Plus 1 deflection. Oh, right, the larder door. Yeah, I'll give this to him. That should work fine. And all right, I think we're set there for now. So we can pop out here, and then we can take a nap, I guess. How much? We have enough money to buy the next thing that we're going to be purchasing, so I'm pretty happy. We're going to use the craft shop bonus. It's plus 3 dexterity, which is pretty damn nice. That is a 9% increase in attack speed. And for someone with very high attack speed, it's actually more than that, because while it doesn't stack, this is my understanding based off of what I have read, it seems like there's a lot of disagreement in terms of the way that attack speed stacks in this game. But my understanding is, at the very least, the dexterity bonus with itself is, of course, just like going to stack very, very well, because as you increase a number that's decreasing a value and you just continuously keep it going down and down and down, eventually you reach 100%, at which point you've got the biggest benefit. But anyway, so it should have escalating returns, and so we'll see how well it works. But it should work pretty well, at the very least, on someone who has... Oh, God! That Widowmaker is just gonna obliterate him. Okay. No, no, no. This is one person long.
Hey,
That's... Oh, that's such horseshit.
hey.
It looks like it's 2 people wide. Okay. Alright. So Kana's pulling back. He's pulling back. And here is the Widowmaker that I was so worried about. I'm actually gonna dump...
Hey.
Gonna dump a heal out now. Now is the appropriate time for me to start dealing with the Widowmaker, I think. Or to be using my stuff. Okay, I think it's knocked over? Yes. So this thing's prone. We're gonna have him take a step forward, and that allows Ark to take a step forward and start dealing some damage. He can come in, deal some damage. And we can, if we want... None of these are going to do slash or shock damage, but I don't think that these things are going to be terribly valuable, so I'm going to move him as close as possible. This Widowmaker Spiderling has so much HP.
I shall deal with. You better run. Most inconvenient.
There we go. Okay, so we're gonna... Okay, he can't move. Neither can he.
Kind of stuck over here. Yes.
Okay, so Kana needs to get over here so that he can knock these things back. Okay, got 2 of them at least.
Death to.
Okay, that's a problem. I don't want you to be attacking me. I want you to be dying. Okay, so he died.
Death.
Okay. There we go. So, cleared that. There should be more here, I think. Yep. Oh god! That's big. Oh god, that's worse. No, don't get stuck. How stuck are you?
Out of death to our enemies.
Okay. I'm not sure how I want to approach this, but I think I'm going to have to actually tank the Queen Spider with him. What I'm actually going to do, because... nah, I'm not going to do what I was intending to do. Whoa. She can probably engage multiple targets at once. I'm hoping that with him behind... Whoa! Oh, this is bad. She's got an AoE. Oh god, she's got an AoE that I'm standing in! Die, please! Die, Spider Queen! Yes! Spider Queen is toast. Okay. Jeez. Well, everybody leveled up. We killed the Spider Queen. We got Oidracht. 20% of damage restored as endurance. And this is a stiletto. Okay then, so we'll go ahead and put that in our inventory. And we can now level up. So we're now hitting level, what, 5? Just gonna keep putting points into survival. Excuse me. And I now have a couple options. What I'm going to be putting points into is probably... I don't really want Stunning Blow very much. It's not bad, right? But it's only a 3-second stun, and he doesn't have very high int, so it's not going to be that much higher. So considering that I'm going for an interrupt build, I feel it's kind of silly to try and get another form of short duration crowd control. So I'm going to be getting Swift Strikes. So what that'll allow is it'll allow me to hit the speed cap substantially faster. So anytime I take damage, I'll just be able to pop Swift Strikes, which lasts for, I believe, 10 seconds. And then I'll just be hitting dramatically faster for a significant period. And again, it says that it's 25% faster. It's not. It's more than that because of the way that these effects stack. So it's going to do more effect than... Okay, so we need Fireball. We can't have Arctole in the party and not have Fireball. Weapon change. So I can get Kelikoth's Minor Blights if I want. Whoa! Okay, that's... Ooh! Reduces their concentration. So we're definitely getting exposed vulnerabilities because clearly we need to go with the total gimmick build. So we'll be able to stack that. Did I ever interrupt the Spider Queen, by the way? She certainly interrupted other people. So Arc did interrupt her, and her concentration was only 75. So on a normal hit, I actually had a really... Like, look at this. I got 2 of them. Oh, look at that. 3 of them. I just got 3 in a row. Just boom, boom, boom. It's crazy. Okay, I'm liking this. I'm liking these interrupts. Okay, so let's see here. We can go ahead and pump his athletics. So do we want weapon specialization? I don't know. I think I should get Into the Fray. Into the Fray is a repositioning move, and repositioning moves are just really good. So I should definitely have Into the Fray. I'm going to be basically getting actives as opposed to getting passives. In my previous playthrough, I mostly got passives. Ooh, Tiny Spider! A tiny spider that's going to prevent me from opening doors, but you know what? It's fine. I can get this tiny spider thing to creep the hell out of me. And where does this go? Okay, so we've gone upstairs, and here's the question. Do we want to go down to the next level? Or do we want... I feel like we should probably... Oh, I actually really like this one. Resolve and dexterity are reduced by 2, and accuracy is reduced by 2. That's interesting. Or sorry, accuracy is reduced by 10. Okay, we're gonna take this. This reduces enemy resolve, which by extension reduces their concentration. So that's good, but it also decreases their accuracy, which is also good. And I think that it's unresistible. So that's always good. So if I go to C, this lasts... During this period here, I'm wondering if during this period there will be a double up effect and the enemy will have -16 to their concentration, which would be pretty damn sexy. Maybe I should stop stealthing, huh? Alright, and we can now move on. I think I'm going to go to... Radrick's Hold now, just to get that done. Let me take a look, though. Do I have anything else that I want to do? So it's like 1 day, 4 hours to complete the journey to Radrick's Hold. And yeah, I might as well do it now. I'm not going to be getting any stronghold upgrades that give me prestige for a while. So advancing turns right now is totally fine, because it's not like I'm going to be getting turns with lower prestige than I otherwise would have, because I'm not planning on increasing the prestige.
Word with our esteemed lord while we're here. Got some suggestions for him.
River Reed. So, examine the wall. The overgrown vines look fairly sturdy, though it's unclear whether they would bear a person's weight. Far above, you notice a section of the parapets has fallen away, presenting a gap in the defenses. Okay. So we're not going to try to talk our way in, because that's not likely to work out in our favor. So instead... think we're gonna go in here. Set at the base of the keep's outer wall. Sewer grate spills murky with foul-smelling wastewater into the keep's surrounding moat. Slick mossy stones form a precarious bridge across the murky water. Let's see. Let's see if I can just bed the bars. Yeah, baby. Two people are fatigued by this. That's not stellar. Okay, so this gives 10% accuracy, 10% max fatigue.
I'll see what I can do.
Early colonial history, yes. There's definitely one thing that this game took from Baldur's Gate. Tons of books. Maybe I should
I'll see what I can find.
send the person who's... This thing over here was a dead giveaway. So... do we want to keep walking through the muck? Alright, so we just saw some sort of critter over there. Because of the fact that I don't remember anything about this area, I have a suspicion that I'll be fine. I don't think this is going to be too much of a problem for me. But I'm going to play it safe nonetheless, and we will continue on.
Alright then.
Alright then. Oh god, they're coming from multiple angles. Well played. Well played, my friends. Oh shit. Is this where I want to stop? No. There we go. So we're now where I want to stop. Which I think is a good spot to be. And we can also just start blowing these things up. Oh, hello. This guy here is in a somewhat dangerous spot for me. You know, this ghoul is frightened and pretty low. I'm just gonna beat him down if I can. He unfortunately did do enough damage. Can I hit them both? We'll find out. Oh! The sad thing is that I actually only got half of the attack off because of the fact that the other one died. That's great. Okay, so... So this guy's stunned for one more second. So we'll pop Durance here. Boop, boop, boop. These things are not easy to interrupt. What's their interrupt? Wait, they are easy to interrupt. Why wasn't I interrupting it for so long? Oh, because the thing on the top doesn't go away the second that it gets interrupted. Okay. There's a delay there. Alright, well that was
We'll fare better.
way easier than I was expecting, actually. Okay, then. So, that's done. And we didn't take a huge amount of damage there. I think I took a wound on Mr. Tolle. Did I take more than one? I think I only took the one. So I took between 10 and 20 damage, which isn't very much.
Not a problem.
Oh god. You know what? Charge it. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, so that's the other thing that I need to do.
A little rest is
Whoa!
needed.
He is... Okay, never mind, we're fine. I was like, he's already down that low? But no. It was
Lay
weird.
low.
Ahaha! I
That's
believe
unusual.
you're a trap. Cha-ching. Okay, so that just leads to here.
I shall be discreet. I'll have it in no time. The work of a moment.
Okay, so we've got some skellies over there. Hello. Are you flanked yet? You're not flanked. Okay, so let's hit swift strikes and see how fast he hits now. Fortunately, I
I
didn't
shall
really
be
get
quiet
much
as a
opportunity
calm
to test.
sea,
Okay, so this goes upstairs.
which is not very quiet.
Bounding missiles trap. Ooh, we got a waistband. 5 damage reduction to piercing and slashing. I like that. Who do I want that for? I think we should probably give that to Adair. Okay, so he's now got substantially more slashing resistance, which I believe is the most common damage type. Don't quote me on that. That is a trap.
That's unusual.
It's very convenient for them to basically, like, tell you where the traps are. But it also makes a huge amount of sense. Because think about it as you were the person who made this trap. And now imagine that, you know, you made it for, not yourself, you made it for your lord or whatever, right? And then they walk into the trap because they're a noob who doesn't pay enough attention. You really want to make sure that you have plausible deniability. Shit. Gotcha. Okay, we're fine.
I think it may be time to strike up camp.
Yeah.
Keeping an eye out.
Okay.
I'll have it in no time. The work of a moment.
I would say that, generally speaking,
I'll have it in no time.
in a situation like this, I would be a little unsure whether I want to release someone from jail, because while, yes, they could be, you know, like, imprisoned for bad reasons, they could also be imprisoned for good reason. Like, they could be a serial killer or something. You just don't know, right? In this case, when they're surrounded by a bunch of undead monstrosities, I'd say, go ahead and free them. I don't know who you are, but will you help me? Gods, what if people come in this place? I don't think I can fight my way out. You're free. Make a run for it. Thank you, stranger. I have to get back to the fort, but first some food and rest, I think. If you would dare the upper floors, please tell Nedmar I still live. Tell him I still have the carving he gave me, the Pale Knight. That should convince him, and perhaps he can help you somehow. Cool. Gain some moderate rep with Gilded Veil. That looks like a thing.
You might find this interesting.
Ooh. Delicious. And every time we get to add the trap to our inventory, it's just more money for us. Whoa, hello. Okay, friend, you're going first.
The work of a moment.
Ooh. Oh, you know what I should do? Boop. Oops. Pam. Wow. Okay, so let's see here.
Nothing will slip past me.
Oops.
That's unusual.
Oh boy, like spray trap added to inventory. Oh, that's delicious. Level 7 difficulty trap. Not too shabby. So did I already go this way? I think I already got this trap. There's another trap here.
The work of a moment.
Oh, so anyway, so anytime you're making something for your lord, you always want to be able to say, hey, it was clearly, you know, visible. You could have easily seen it. You knew what to look for. Why didn't you? And it's not necessarily always a good idea to say I told you so to someone in that situation. But it's better to say I told you so than to say, yes, it's my fault that you got stabbed in the face by whirling blades. In my opinion, one of those two things, you know, one of them's rude, the other one is admitting to having gotten someone stabbed in the face by whirling blades. One of them's much more likely to get you killed than the other.
I shall be discreet.
Well, at least slightly. Oh god. That is a lot of them. Holy shit.
Following your
That is a lot of people. Well, not people, but balls of moves. Can I? Sure, yeah. So, basically, the way that I built the character, I started with 20 might. I started with 10 constitution. Some of this is equipment. I started with, I believe, 18 to both dex and perception. I currently have the craft bonus, which is +3 to dex, and I currently have a +2 dex something, and I have +2 perception from something. I have no resolve whatsoever, and my intellect is actually base 8, but I've already found a +2 int item, so I'm wearing that. So the basic idea of the build is I'm intending for it to be like an interrupt-heavy build, where I want to do sort of like soft CC to try and like basically win fights by keeping the enemy stun locked by just punching them over and over and over again in the face. So far, it's actually worked pretty well. I had intended the stun lock component to be sort of like a minor, wouldn't it be fun if this worked, but I was predominantly pumping perception just to be like maximum glass cannon damage build. But now I'm actually I'm like leaning in hard on it, because you can get the chanters can drop the enemy concentration. I'm eventually going to be taking the interrupting blows talent, which gives +15, because like the Spider Queen, for instance, only has 75 concentration. So, like as an example, and she's sort of like a boss-like creature, that's really, really low. Like, that is really low, and it seems to me that the only thing that actually increases it is, what's the word? I think the only thing that actually increases your concentration for the most part is your resolve. So even, like, really strong enemies will not be just sort of negating my ability to interrupt them, I don't think. So we'll see how it goes, but I actually have high hopes for this build, and we'll see how it goes. Oh, I can't knock down an ooze, I don't think. Okay, so that's a problem, actually. Because I don't really want him to be going into this thing. You know what? I'm actually going to pull him out. He's taking a lot of damage. I'm going to send him in eventually. You know what? Can I knock you back? Nope. Are you attacking Ark? Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no, my friend.
Oh, could use a wee kick.
You do not attack Arctole. So yeah, so that's what happens when he actually starts hitting things, is that they just melt, even if they have pretty high deflection. Or not deflection, damage soak. So I'm really looking forward to later levels and seeing just how high these damage values are going to get.
See what lies this.
How are we doing on this? Is it just this guy? Barracks construction complete. We can go ahead and start the next thing. So I'll build the south curtain wall first. Okay, so this thing's backing off. I'm gonna charge it. Let's get the flank bonus going. And there we go. But yeah, my intention with this build is basically to try and do as much damage as possible without needing to use wounds, because, I mean, he's going to burn down fast if he's actually taking wounds. And
Nice and quiet.
it's going pretty well so far. I do need to start using more spells, but at the same time, I enjoy being a more melee-oriented party. But I'm kind of wasting Aloth at the moment. I'm actually wasting what's his name as well. Oh, I forgot to actually forgot to stealth. Okay. Do I have anything I want to do to these? Not really, honestly. I feel like... Oh god. Did I use... Yes, I did. Okay. Let's do it! Charge! Stop hitting me, you asshole! So ranged characters are obviously serious. Oh my god! Did I just hit him for 45 damage? With a 2-part move? Did I? Highest single target damage, 47. That's a little out of control. Okay, well, that's fine. That's all fine. Okay, there's something here. We can grab that. I hope there's no trap up here. Doesn't look like it. And we're set. Cool beans. Alright, so we've already been through here.
Quick and quiet.
And what else? I want to continue going this way. I feel like we have a lot of options here. So there were 2 traps here. We took them both out. Okay, I already have the maximum number of camping supplies.
I want to see what I can do. The work of a moment.
Okay, we got a Brigandine. Go ahead, actually. Never mind, he already has one. And Morningstar. Guess we'll find out what's over here first, and then we'll continue backward. You know what? We're gonna save this. We've cleared out that band of oozes, and those are a big problem. So, I don't remember much about this area. I'm hopeful that I can complete it without resting, but I'm not positive I'll be able to.
Not a problem.
We'll just have to see. And this is another pathway up. So we've now found 2 pathways up out of the basement. We got to the lower ramparts, to the keep kitchen. We've got all the options. Go over here. There's some friends here. And we will have him go forward first, say hello. So... Oh, okay, this is reduction in max HP. Got it. The reason that reduction looks like the other one is because it's the same effect, but it's not actually the same... it's the same visual effect, but it's not the same thing. Okay. There we go. Get the deeps. Nope. No, it's fine. Okay, so we've got those 2 stunned. And he should be able to... He would if he could get out of the way. Okay.
I think it may be time to strike up.
Nothing will slip past me.
Nothing's past me. Except everything totally will, because you have absolutely no... He has high perception, but he has no mechanic skill. And spot checks have nothing to do with perception in this game. Alright. I don't know what's going to happen when I go in here, so we're going to save the game. And hopefully we won't die horribly.
Not a problem.
A woman caught mid-step across the room turns her head to face you. Long curls of black hair frame her face, one side of which is flecked with some green liquid. The gaze that sets upon you holds an eerie intensity. More interruptions. What an interesting time we've been having of late. So many uninvited guests. I suppose I have you to thank for all the damage to my work. It took time to get those people back on their feet, you know. What is it you're doing here? Were those yours? I prefer cats myself. I've one of those as well. You're one of Kolsch's little rebels, I take it. Come to fulfill his ambitions, put an end to his departed allies. No matter, what concerns me is the curse upon Gilded Vale's people. I'm on the cusp of a great discovery, and it's not Kolsch who undermines me. You ought to have chosen more powerful allies. So why haven't you been able to find a cure yet? It's that fool priest Nedmar, the Baratheon. The old man has woven a tidy little tapestry of lies and fables. Lord Radric is a pious man, and Nedmar holds power over him, especially now after the business with Ygritte, as if that hell-born child was my doing. In any case, my efforts are increasingly hobbled by ignorance. I think you'd have more luck countering those superstitions if your methods weren't so grim. The priest has focused Lord Radric's attentions on the ruins of the Scattered Gods Temple. If it is consecrated anew, rededicated to Bareth, then the curse will be lifted. Radric believes him, of course. In any case, he's supplied a vast amount of gold toward the effort. You will note that I am bereft of any such generous support. I'm left to scrounge for answers in these dismal conditions. So, what caused Wyvern's legacy? Isn't it the superstitions of senile... Oh, sorry, it isn't the superstitions of senile old men, I can tell you that. The legacy is an affliction of the soul, and I've dedicated my life alongside my peers to understanding the fabric of souls, the essence of life. With any luck, she'll hang on that tree alongside her peers, too. Yikes. Dark. I consider myself the foremost student in Pangrim's Thames theorems. It wasn't by chance that I was called here to assist in determining the true cause of this blight. This curse is not a parting gift from the scattered god, nor a punishment for petty sins. It must be a localized effect, something which strips the soul from a body, as the Beowax are known to do. Don't tell my town that. They might get real embarrassed about trying to have me hanged. I've detected, even so, lingering traces of essence upon the bodies of so-called Hollowborn. This suggests the soul itself has not been wholly destroyed. It remains, I think, intact somewhere, and so it can be retrieved, sutured, if you will, back into its mortal flesh. Well, could I help? An interesting proposal. I certainly can't leave you threatening Lord Radric's life. How would I consider my research if he were gone? Still, perhaps we need not be enemies. If your true purpose is indeed, as Kolsch claims, to help Gilded Vale, then we are of one mind, and you may well be of use to me. I stand at the very brink of revelation, but Nedmar's interference has gone too far. So, what do you want me to do? I want you to deal with the High Priest, of course. With him gone, Radric will have nobody to distract him. We can focus our efforts on resolving this crisis, and we'll have the resources to do so. Kill him, and in return, I'll give you the means to speak to Radric. A secret way by which you can avoid the guards. They are not as patient as I, you see, nor do they ask as many questions before attacking. All this with the condition that you not harm Lord Radric. Hey, let's take the deal, then double-cross her! Sorry, I said that louder than I meant to. Got excited. So, I haven't actually been given any reason thus far to believe that she's evil in any way. Because, you know, necromancy has, you know, a bad rap. It's got a bad reputation. People don't like you messing with corpses. Whatever, right? But Arctole would not have any of those, like, predispositions. He just, you know, it's dead. What difference does it make? So, I haven't been given any reason to think that she's evil. The thing is that he does intend to kill Radric, right? Radric definitely needs to be dealt with. But I honestly think that taking the deal, killing Radric, but not, like, undermining her, just killing Radric because he's a psychopath. Like, honestly, Radric is bad for her, too, because at some point Radric is going to stick her up on that tree, right? That's a given, that he is at some point going to do that, because he has no... Anyway, I'm gonna go with number one, because I think that, you know, I've been given no reason to be aggressive toward this woman. So, excellent. How much easier things might be if such enlightened and brave individuals were commonplace. There are stairs up to the kitchens in the northwest corner of the dungeons. Follow those further, and you'll reach the Baratheon priest's quarters. You'll find Nedmar there within his chambers. The old man hardly ever leaves these days. I would not take arms against the paladins unless absolutely necessary. Discretion would carry you further. Flesh container. Alright, so... Is this a secret passage?
I'll see what I can find.
It looks like it is, but I don't see the opening for it.
You might find this interesting.
Oops. Oopsie daisy. Okay, so... Okay, Adair, your job is to knock her out, hopefully. Whoa. I'm gonna try a blind on her. I'm actually going to try... Ooh. Increases the probability they'll land a crit. That's not bad. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is cast a blessing first. Okay. He's going to go kill this skeleton. Hopefully I can take out... Oh god, there's a skeletal wizard there. Okay, good. I can just charge the wizard. Everything's right with the world. Well, not quite everything, I guess. Can I... I'm not sure if this will work or not. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and go for this. Okay, we're gonna heal. I think I'm close enough. So she's blinded. That's good. So he got off the most important effect that he has. Do I actually want... No, I don't want to do that. He's going to get knocked down, and I'll just have to live with that. Let's see. He can try... I'm going to try getting this off first. Oh god, she's casting a fireball? Oh god, my life is gonna be pain.
You better run!
Explosions! Okay, so that hurt. He's gonna have to weave his way through these to get to her. I think if Art can get to her, we might actually be able to win this. I had it intended to fight her. My spells don't have the AoE guides because I'm doing a Triple Crown run, so I don't have the guides on them. No! No! Stuck! No! No! Stuck is bad! No! God damn it. Okay. No. Okay, so what am I doing with you? You are going to... cast a giant knockdown thing here. Oh no. This is bad. I'm hoping I can interrupt this thing. If I can't, then I'm in deep shit. Okay. What are you casting? Is that what I want? Okay, arc went down, so we're gonna reload. Damn, I was actually hoping I'd be able to do that, but with the party in the particular position it was in, it was it was not gonna happen. So I'm just gonna go through the conversation the same way that I did last time, and I'm actually thinking that I'm probably going to alright, I think that it makes sense actually just for him to be doing exactly that. I don't like
Quick and quiet.
if I'm being honest, I'm looking around the room, I'm seeing some object that can be interacted with here, and like it's some sort of switch. I go to touch it, and she just attacks me. She doesn't say leave my shit alone. She doesn't. There's no diplomacy whatsoever, right? And I don't know. I kind of feel like he.
What?
I kind of feel like he might.
Following your lead.
Ready when you are.
I feel like he would, like, investigate the room and be curious about what's around, right? So, I don't know. I kind of feel like I should do this. It's funny that we're immediately betraying her. I don't know if it gives me deception. We'll take a look here and see. Do I get a deception penalty, or not penalty, but do I get deception added to my list if I do this? Guess we'll find out. So we're gonna cast blind on her. We'll see how it goes. So we're currently DPSing her. Whoa, she got interrupted off the bat. That's useful. That's a lot of scary stuff on him. I'm concerned about this flesh construct more than anything, honestly. Oh god. Who's hitting me? Was that just this guy? Oh no. The wizard. I forgot the wizard. No. You can't forget the wizard. It is oh so important that you not forget the wizard. Okay. So here's the question. We have a lot of stuff here. Who are we going to use it on? Got a lot of juice. So she's near death. She's going down. And he still hasn't used that? Is that true? He still hasn't used his AoE. Okay, well. So she's down. And we need to start DPSing hard. No, we need to DPS this one first because it's attacking Arc. Maybe. Debating, but...
I can't move.
Whoa, Jeebus. Okay, you, my friend, need to restore my endurance, because if you don't, then I'm in deep shit. I can't move. I can now move. Okay. Okay, you... I only have 90 health left. I'm gonna use the knockdown effect here. Jesus. Oh no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Can I blind you? I have 63 health left. The problem is... I'm concerned that that skeletal construct is going to be able to insta-give me. Okay. I don't know how he got me from there, but he actually did. He did not kill me, and that's the important thing. I was really concerned that he was actually going to insta-give me, and that this is a triple crown run. If I go to 0 HP, I'm dead. So it's very, very bad for me to go to 0 HP.
Not a problem.
Alright, so we can just, I guess, walk to here.
Of course.
Oops. Is it to here? I can't walk to here. Okay, there we go. So we're going to stand right next to this skeletal wizard. And I'm actually going to put him over here as well. Because if he's getting attacked by one creature next to Arctole, he's actually in okay shape.
As you say.
So basically the question here is, do I want to take out, like, her first? Or do I want to take out her pile of minions?
Following your lead.
And I feel like the answer to that is I want to kill the wizard and her first. And that's not really possible. But we can try to get her down with as much like we get her hit with blind and stuff like that as quickly as possible. So, oh, the other thing that I did not check, but I mean to do now.
Yes?
The thing appeared. Oh, there we go.
You should see this.
I thought that I had just put him into stealth, but I'd taken him out of stealth. Okay, we're actually going to save this again. And Ark will now be standing next to this giant swarm. What'll probably happen is that the swarm's going to start attacking him, but the swarm is of mixed skill levels. It's got a lot of relatively weak enemies in it. So my hope is that I'm actually able to survive here with this going down this way. We'll see how it goes. Boom. So, first things first, going after this. I'm actually going to have him... Protected by will seems like something I don't want for... I'm going to try using the Pillar of Faith thing. Because if I can just get a knockdown on her toward the beginning of the fight, then I should hopefully be able to get this shit down. So that's interesting. The wizard is attacking me. This guy's attacking Aloth, but most people are actually diving Adair. Like, even given the option of a nice squishy monk here, because Adair is so low on life, they're actually going after him, I guess. Since I don't have any guarantee that he's going to be taking more hits. Okay, so she is flanked, but I'm not doing shit to her right now, so I'm going to cast this here. Do I want to? No, I'm actually going to... This is a really tough call. I'm gonna blast these guys, I guess. Oh shit! I didn't realize that it was out of reach. Okay. So the Holy Radiance actually has a really long range. So Osira is stuck. Okay, we're gonna cast this here. We should be able to beat this thing up quick. Okay. We got that crit. Now, the question is, do we go after her? Or do we go after her golem? And I feel like we actually might want to go after the golem. Okay, we're gonna try going after the golem. Do I want to cast that, or do I want to cast something more substantial? I'm gonna try this. so she's blind. He isn't such deep shit. Alright, so he's gonna attack this ghoul now. And reducing everybody's concentration seems like a good plan. And what are you doing? You're already knocking them down, right? She's knocked down! She's only prone for 3 seconds, but she's prone. Okay, good. So, what's next? Because if I can get this thing down... Oh, I haven't used Swift Strikes. Okay, we're gonna... Do I want to use this? I feel like I might want to save that to AoE with. I'm gonna recast Blind. I have... Circle of Protection on casting. Haha! So the Flesh Construct is down. She is back up, which is not good. But I can actually potentially do some good work with this. Okay, so he needs to swap to this, actually. We're going to use a knockdown effect again and hope that it works. I don't... I'm gonna go ahead and try this on her.
Not a problem.
Because if it works, it'll be great. I just lost my wound, I think. Oh no! The fireball! Oh my god, it missed! It missed him completely! The fireball missed! Launched a fireball in the center of everything, and it's like, oh no! I have no way of interrupting this. I'm doomed. My tank's gonna die. Nope. Whack. Okay, so here's a question. Do I... Okay, so I did not get a change in my reputation from that at all. So I'm 100% on board with this. So we tried to be reasonable, and then there was a slight miscommunication about what we were trying to do, which resulted in her unfortunate demise. So that's what I'm going with. You know? So anyway, that was amusing. This is what I get for being able to actually identify objects in the room. So I wonder what that'll do for me. So we got a key.
Light, flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves.
Hello, cat. At first, you think this poor creature is diseased, for its black fur seems to be fallen off its hide in patches, but when the cat turns to investigate a fly in the wall, you note that an entire section of its ribcage is open to the air. Some of the tail is rotted away altogether to reveal a few jagged vertebrae. This doesn't seem to bother the cat that much. It lets out a trilling purr and rubs against your shin. Oh, I guess I'll just pet it. Okay, well, I'll pick up the cat. You pick up the surprisingly light and unexpectedly pointy creature, and it purrs contentedly in your arms. And we just got a new black cat, and that is so cute. We're going to go ahead and take our undead black cat pet
I shall be quiet as a calm sea, which is
on an adventure. So do I mean, does it count as stealing if I'm stealing from somebody that I just murdered? Shelf stealing. It's like, you know, maybe. I can see the argument for it. I can see how you would interpret what I'm doing as stealing. Ah, so yeah, that just opened up this secret passage. So we opened up a secret passage, and that's what pissed her off. So I think that me being particularly perceptive is not something that is supposed to be a bad thing. So, I don't know. I do think...
And what does the flame reveal?
How may I help?
The flame reveals that this is a place that looks very trapped. Unlocking this will require the proper key. So how many... Oh, Jesus! So we're gonna swap him to his rapier. I'm gonna plop this down here. He's probably gonna get burned down pretty fast, but... very fast. I'm gonna go ahead and just dive. Okay. So now's the point where we can start doing this. He can... Wow, you have really had a difficult time here. So he's already been burned down. That's how fast these things are damaging people. Okay, I can try getting this guy. There's no way that we're gonna get through this. This fight is... There's way too many of these things coming out at me. Alright. I guess it's okay though, because I'm not near death, I'm just near getting knocked unconscious, so we're gonna try. And there we go. Okay, so my life is sad, but that's okay. It's okay. We'll hit continue, and hopefully things will go better this time. So in order to do this successfully, so what my intention here is basically I would like to clear out this section, this dungeon section. Clearly nobody comes down here. Like, this is not a place that other people come to. And even if they did, there's a better than even chance that if people came down here and witnessed all the shit that's gone down here, they might actually just think that she screwed something up. Right? Because it's a bunch of undead monstrosities that she's, trying to keep under control, right? So if she screws that up, it's going to go south really fast.
You can trust me.
So if they go out of control, it's not unreasonable to believe that they went out of control in such a way that they ended up killing each other as well as her. So I'm not that concerned about my, you know, surprise advantage going away. Okay, this is shrubs. Please don't interrupt me. I am gonna die. And I guess I can use this. So that one's toast at least. Keep hitting this one. Unfortunately, they just basically bypassed my stuff completely. Which do I want? I gotta use this. Do I? Oh god. I'm not comfortable with this. I'm exiting. I'm like, you know what? There's a very thin margin of error between my HP and my endurance. I might actually get killed here. I'm reloading. Okay, so oh. Yeah, I'm a dope. Okay, so I know how to do this.
Not a problem.
So, what I need to do is I need to have everyone stand on the other side of that other doorway. Because the other doorway I can actually just stand directly in front of.
Nothing will slip past me.
So we'll stand in front of this doorway over here. With Durance and Ark. And then we'll have Aloth cast his business over here. Eventually somebody will walk into it. Hopefully. Yes. So that guy walked into it, which means that they're now going to start just popping into the center here. And now they don't have anywhere to really go. I actually misjudged that. I need to go a little closer. Going to cast Blessing. Oh, and you know what else I can use? I can use Torment's Reach from here to ridiculously good effect. Like, ridiculously good. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and use Holy Radiance. Oh my god, look at that damage! Let's see. Goodbye, my friends. Okay. Well, that's all of the ones that were on the front line down. Okay. I'm gonna have him back up. They're just standing there like, wow. That was impressive. No, seriously, we're very impressed by what you did there. Oh god. Oh, they're blinded. That's why they're standing there looking impressed.
Let's have it out!
I think it may be time
There we
to
go.
strike up camp.
Got it. Got it done. Alright, so we're gonna save this. That was not bad. The amount of damage that you can output is so high with this monk that as soon as you take a little bit of damage, because 20 damage is not a lot of damage, but the amount of damage that you can then return back to the enemies with that 20 damage is insane. Because like you take 20 damage and then it's like, okay, well now I'm just gonna hit everyone in the party for 50 points of damage. Twice. Fine brigandine. We can go ahead and equip that. Boop. Bite marks on these bones appear to be a proper site for folk and elven
What do you suppose
teeth.
that bally thing is?
Okay, take this. And there we go. So we've cleared out the dungeon. Okay? And we have not touched the keep proper. And I'm actually not planning on picking up that talent. I'm not doing the ranged fists. I considered it, but because it makes a degree of sense because Artoli likes to throw fireballs. So I did consider it, but honestly, I'm gonna stick with the build that I have right now. There's not a lot of problems with getting the ranged fists. That they have a lot of advantage to them, but I'm not going to be building that way. Not this time. I might do it some other time. The primary thing that made that decision for me was that the ability that I have where I do fire damage for every wound that I have doesn't work on the ranged fists. I think it used to, but it doesn't anymore. So it's really just not it's not appropriate for the character because it minimizes the fire aspect of the character. Okay, so let's see here. Whew. So 2 days later, we can go back to Radric's Hold. And do we want to go that path, or do we want to go another path? Let's see here. Yeah, I'm going to go to Radric's Hold. God, 1 day, 4 hours. Jeez, that takes forever. And I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna see what this shortcut of hers does. Have I still not finished that thing? Wow. Now the problem is that I'm gonna fatigue Aloth and Kana. Luckily, Kana's most important effect doesn't have a hit check. Oh, never mind. I'm not going to fatigue them at all. Okay, perfect. So we're coming back here a few days later. And hopefully, in this time, everybody has been too afraid of the fact that the... Wait, the cat's here again? Oh, did it... I need to talk to my cat again. Pedicate. That is not an option you should even give people in a video game. You should never give people the option to kick cats. Only zombies. Kicking zombies is always a good thing. Okay, so we're now up here somewhere.
I'll see what I can find.
Okay.
I'll have it in no time. The work of a moment.
Ooh, plus 15 to max endurance. Unfortunately, it's on a pretty valuable inventory slot, so we'll probably get there eventually. But for now, save the game. I really, really hope. One thing that I'm concerned about actually is that there's going to be an autosave when I enter this fight, and that it's going to prevent me from like backtracking
Not a problem.
if I am unable to take the encounter. Okay then.
That's unusual.
So she did. That's. You know what? Do I want? Yes. I'm gonna swap these two. The damage reduction, I think, will help him substantially more. Blackened pages curl in the fire. Leather cover embossed with rising sun and 3 stars is barely visible. Disturbing business. So yeah, the Radric is really nuts. Because again, like, it's not that hard to beat a localized effect like this. You just leave. You just don't stay here. You know, pregnancy is a 9-month thing. It's very silly to stay here for 9 months. And maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. But, like, we know it's a localized effect. So if it's a localized effect, then why did you keep your wife here? You're a noble. You can... you can avoid this kind of problem very easily. So yeah, I'm gonna pick this lock.
The work of a moment.
Just because I want the experience. And let's see, what else are we gonna do? I guess now's the time to go say hi to our dear friend. Okay, so I am going to, I think, pull them back to here. And I'm going to use Kana to do it. So basically my hope is that I can pull them into this corridor.
Yes.
And sort of fight them in this entryway with Adair. And he should be fast enough. Oh, I need to actually give him his speed boosting. So we need to give him chant A, because chant A is the I'm going to be super speedy and run away from people chant. Then I can swap over to chant C once the fight starts, or once he's in position anyway, to enable him to get the fear effect and the other effects onto the enemies to make them more susceptible to my effects and all that good jazz. So the first thing that I want to do is actually get people vaguely in position.
Hey.
Can I... I don't think I can turn the camera.
Following your lead.
Alright, so we should be okay here, I think. Oh, that's not good. That's very not good. I have to get really, really close here. Oh god, this is really bad. This is really, really bad. I have to walk all the way to here. Let him approach. Yeah, it's been... I'm pretty close for you to be saying that now. His eyes have a hollow quality, and there's pallor to the man's gaunt face that leaves his features showing just stark against his dark and unkempt hair. There's a dagger discarded upon one stone arm of the throne. A thin, crimson rivulet worms its way down the blade and past Redrick's fingers, even as he leans forward and regards you with a piercing gaze. Thought he'd be better looking, even with all the inbreeding.
It is unlike Kolsch to hire mercenaries, or foreigners for that matter. And you are not one of mine, so I cannot accuse you of treason.
You've come much farther than his people ever did. Much too close. A quiet infiltration and done more skillfully than Kolsch could ever manage. I did not expect it.
What has my cousin promised you? Some grand reward? If he had any resources to his name, he would not covet mine. And if he had any honor in him, he would not have tried this here, now, when I have lost so much.
I wouldn't talk of honor if I were you. I saw the body on your bed. You not know what you speak of, the blasphemies that fell from her lips, the dead things she brought into the world as a result. Gilded Vale's laws hold true for all within my lands. None can be exempt. Ygritte received a just sentence, whether her title or her worth, whatever her title or her worth to me. Whatever the cost I bear, you speak in ignorance. Just as you stumbled in ignorance upon my foolish cousin's plots without understanding what's at stake. I'm gonna go with number 7. It's.
May the twin god take pity upon your splitted soul, and scatter it to the wind.
I honestly don't think this guy looks like a crazy person. He sounds like a crazy person. He does not seem like the kind of person that Ark would have any interest in communicating with. Nope, I'm dead. Okay, so that's a problem. What the hell? God damn it. Oh god, I hate that mechanic so much. It pisses me off. So, in this game, you can't not have someone controlled. So, if the character you're controlling goes down, the next person in your party starts receiving commands. And it gets really bad really quickly sometimes. Okay, so I think we're okay to engage here. Unfortunately, we're not in a great position. We're in a really bad position. Yeah, this is over. I'm gonna have to restart. There's just no way. No, not like this. Because of the fact that Ark ran out of the room, it's just over. Okay, so we're gonna
As you say.
try this one more time. I might have better luck. I might not. I'm actually gonna go toward the right this time. I'm basically hoping that if I...
My cousin promised you some grand.
Boop.
So be it.
So the hope basically... No! God damn it, it happened again. Well... This time, though... Okay, so before I do anything terribly exciting, I'm gonna cast a blind. And let's see what else. So I failed the knockdown. I should probably be casting some buffs, huh? Okay, so we got the blind off. She is prone now from something. It said that I missed with an additional effect, so I'm not sure why she's prone, but... Don't like that. Okay, so... It would be good... Okay, we're gonna actually dump these out here. Right now. He... has just used his accuracy buff. We're gonna use Armor of Faith now.
How may I...
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pop this because if I don't, then I'm not gonna get another opportunity. As you can see, I lost the initial wounds. So she's blinded. I'm going to... I'm gonna recast blind over here. Why can't you cast? It's not clicking. Boom! Okay, that's useful. So he's prone. What is he getting proned by? Do I actually want to pull him to me? I'm going to try it. And we can drop another one of these here. Do I want to pull him to me? Yeah, he's still prone. So if I can pull him, then it'll actually help me considerably. What else do I have? Okay, so that should help a bit. Okay, so that Paladin of Barath is almost dead. So he is blinded for 12 seconds. We're going to cast one more of these over here. And you are going to attack, and you are actually going to attack. Okay. So, we've got a graze on him. Unfortunately, that's not a hit. Arc killed Grave. Okay, so there's that guy down. Okay, it's over. So I'm going to wait for this stuff to wear off.
Fine.
And that actually went super clean.
Hey.
Oh, Jesus, there's more. That's fine. The Radric Defender, he can take down. And then the other 3 party members can charge these guys. So, I'm gonna go ahead and cast a blind here. Why are you standing still? Jesus, that damage. Oh god. That's not good. Stuck. Okay, that's fine. So, while I'm stuck, I can still do this. Yeah! I need to be unstuck! I'm so sad right now. Oh god. Oh god. Okay, there we go. Boom! Boom! Get wrecked, friends. And there we go. Whew. Okay, so we took out all of them. We actually won that fight. To be honest, I was actually not expecting to win that fight. I remember having a difficult time with that fight on my other character. And we just had a reasonably easy fight there. We heard that you'd moved against the keep, and yet we've arrived too late. But a moment later, we would have heard his dying breath. No matter. It's done. The tyrant is dead, and our village is free to move into greater future. Gilded Vale owes you a great debt. I owe you a great debt. You've accomplished what I could not. Take what rewards you can from Radric's vaults. You've earned them twice over. There's much to do. We must send word to the Earl, of course. Revoke the cruel laws Radric has instated. But do not think that we forget your assistance. You've brought about great change. Take pride. Everyone will remember this moment. Come then. Clear the bodies from the hall. And there we go. So the total quest experience was not that high. And I would guess that that's in part due to the fact that we basically just skipped everything and came right here. Justice! I'll give him justice. And we got plate armor. Hello, plate armor. And there we go. There we go. So, we completed that. Was not terribly difficult. Substantially easier than I expected. But now we're good to go. So onward and upward. So this Kolsch guy just kind of took over the keep. And do we want...
I'll have it in no time.
I have plenty of lockpicks, so... I got your gift. I can't believe someone actually wrote that kind of thing on a parchment. Left something for you in the chapel. Careful not to go digging in the wrong skull again. So I was basically told that I can just take whatever I want, so we're going to go ahead and do that. True stories of the living lands.
I'll see what I can do. The work of a moment.
Nobody even cares when I'm picking the locks right in front of them. Hey, Nedbar, how's it going? You know, that crazy lady downstairs wanted me to kill you. Kolsch has his victory. Has there been any word from Jaco? Jaco's safe. He asked me to tell you that he's been kept a carving you gave him as a boy. Oh, thank the gods. Thank you. I did not think you could. Then, as I feared, I did not want him to meet the Pale Knight so soon. Here, take this. A little wealth to offer. Better give to some thing of use. Gods keep you, friend, and our new Thane as well. I did not, however, get any EXP.
Nice and quiet.
Secret agent thing. Yeah. Now kill Kolsch. Da, 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 da. Alright, so where does this go? Probably just down to the next floor. So we're basically just gonna... Oh! There we go. Cool. So we can now skip up to the chapel at will. I probably should close that, actually. Think about it. You know, that makes the castle rather susceptible to being attacked. But, you know, it's fine. They'll either live or they'll die.
I'll go on ahead.
Either way, no skin off my back.
Let's see what lies.
If some other person manages to sneak in and take out this leader, then that would just be amusing more than anything. Run, 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 run.
Let's see what lies this way.
This is going downstairs. Okay, this goes out to the ramparts, probably. So we'll do the ramparts, then we'll come back in, then we'll finish up the level that the Radric guy was on, because I think there's a little bit more to there.
Let's see what lies this way. Hello.
And because of the fact that we didn't actually kill pretty much any guards, this was a pretty smooth coup, all things considered. So what's in here?
I shall be quiet.
I'll have it in no time. The work of a moment.
Ooh, a fine breastplate.
I'll have it in no time. The work of a moment.
And a fine large shield. Wait, so the fine large shield is going to him. Plate armor, DR12. 10 base. No, it's 8 base. Okay. And let's see. Out we go. Okay, so to the courtyard. Is that where I want to go? I don't think so. So we're going to come back up here to the temple storage. Yep. Here we go. I do think it's kind of cool, and I actually think it's very cool that they do not give you experience for killing people. That, like, fighting enemy humans and other kith, I think is the word that they use. But basically just fighting sentience is not actually worth experience. It's only worth experience if you're fighting monsters. And I think that that's a really cool mechanic. Like, that's very cool to me. Because it makes it so that if you're trying to get the sort of like maximum experience from your run, like you don't feel the need to do a genocide run and like kill every person that you run across. And you don't even get experience for monsters after you've killed a certain number of them. So there's a limit to how much you can learn.
You might find this interesting.
From any given monster type. Oh! That's not that amazing. It's not bad, but it's not that amazing. I thought it was like perception or something. So. But +3 accuracy, just for someone like him, gives him a +3 to his thinger. But he actually can't equip it. So we're going to give it to him, because that increases his ability to CC. It increases other stuff as well, but I think that the crowd control possibilities there are more potent than damage dealing. It would be worth it to put it on Ark, because he gets extra interrupt capacity from crits. That gives an additional +25 to the roll. But for now, okay. So that leads to the siege platform. Oh, excuse me. We've got Outer Bailey, Upper Ramparts. Okay, we'll just go over here. So I'm gonna finish exploring this place, grabbing all the shinies, and then I will probably actually end things there, because it's 8 o'clock in the morning, and I should probably take a nap before my wife wakes up, so that we can have a good time and hang out over the weekend.
Nothing will slip past me.
And let's see. Where do you go? To the dungeon. Okay.
Light, flame, and sound.
So there might be more. Shh. Okay, so for this place, it would actually be considered stealing. I don't know why it's stealing here, but not stealing throughout the rest of the keep. Alright, well that.
Quick and quiet. Nice and quiet.
Okay, so this. Ooh, fine scepter. I like it. So you can take that. Fine mail, 11 DR. Just a pure flat 11. Not bad. So, turns out I'm going to be rich. I'm going to be rich.
Laying low.
You might find this interesting.
I
Nothing will slip
definitely
past
find
me.
that interesting. That's very cool. Oh. This is the main floor. Okay, I thought that there was actually one more floor beneath this, but it looks like this is just the main floor. Okay, then. Okay, that would be stealing. This is not stealing because reasons. And off we go. And there are a lot of people out here. Holy crap.
Nice and quiet.
So there's a way to get from the dungeon to there. I'm actually going to go to the lower ramparts. Okay, so that leads to here. So we're going to go here. Actually, can I go? No. Okay, so we're gonna go back in here, and then we will look around, see what's what. This leads to the dungeon laboratory. So we'll just pop right over here. But it's really funny that the woman in the basement's like, "Oh, I have a shortcut to get to the Radric that you can totally take, and it'll be super fast." And it's like, "Oh, okay, that's great. Oh, so in order to use it, I'm gonna, you know, all I ask." Wait, that's weird. Did these get refreshed? Or did oh, I didn't loot these either. Okay. Well. All that I ask is something, something, etc., etc. There we go. Oh, all I ask is that you go to the roof so that you can get a shortcut to go to the next floor up. This seems like a great strategy.
Let's see what lies this way.
Laying low.
Fine Warhammer. So we just found a ton of stuff. Like, this is a huge amount of loot. We're gonna be pretty much set for money for the foreseeable future, I believe. How much money do we have anyway? Oops. It's actually kind of funny that my the highest thing for him is actually rational. I don't usually necessarily think of him as super rational. He's moderately rational. But I guess I have relatively high standards for rationality. Okay, so we've cleared this. We are not going to continue down into the depths of Caed Nua yet. We do have other stuff that I want to do. Namely, I actually have a party of 5 here, and I want to get my 6th party member, because it's incredibly silly to be running around forever. I'm definitely not going to be... Alright, so we're gonna pop over to Caed Nua first. I don't think we have anything else to do to the west. I think we're completely done with everything that is west of Caed Nua. So from now on, we're going to be heading to the east. We finished the South Curtain Wall construction. And... so we are going to build the west curtain wall now. So that'll give us another 4. And so we should be in pretty good shape with regards to that kind of stuff. So we do have some guy here, so we might as well find out what's up with him. Do I actually want to do that right now? Yeah, why not? So we'll just pop in, we'll talk to him. He's apparently cruel. He has a rebellion on his hands. Because, you know, I'm the person to talk to about rebellions. You know? I've heard a lot about you, Lordock. You seem like a man who knows how to get results. I have a matter I'd like to discuss with you if you'll hear me out. I would urge caution, my lord. Lord Berengard has gained a reputation as a man of brutal temperament. Some would call him cruel. Okay, let's hear it. Oh my god! I'm actually sitting in the throne! By the way, this has to be so embarrassing. Like, I'm sitting there basically naked in my underwear, my pink underwear. And I'm like the lord of this land. Yes. Come, tell me your woes, my friend. As the ruler of Caed Nua, I'm sure you've seen your share of troublemakers. People determined to tear you down so they can share, so you can share in their misery. I've had a few incidents on my land. Rabble-rousing peasants, you see. Shameful as it is, they've gotten somewhat out of hand, refusing to work, threatening my guards, spouting this nonsense about fair untreatment. Unfair treatment. Fair untreatment. It's not as if I don't pay them. In any case, I fear they won't back down. The situation will only get worse if I don't put an end to it. Things may get a little messy, though. I thought it best to consult you on the matter first. So what exactly have these peasants been saying? Oh, the usual, that they don't enjoy the benefits of their labor, that they're treated too harshly. They're lazy, my lord, that's it. So I'm kind of debating here whether I want to ask other questions or not, but I don't like the line, "They'll be happy to work for you." Nobody's happy to work. right? People don't want to work. People want to do whatever they want to do. They don't want to have to do something that gives them a paycheck. But at the same time, in a setting like this sort of medieval-ish setting, it takes a lot of work to get peasants to rebel. They do not have a lot of power, and they're going up against people with swords and armor. And it is usually a death sentence. It takes a lot. So I'm going to go with number 1 because it doesn't take that much. Like, it's not that difficult to keep peasants in line. You just have to give them a little bit, and they'll think that you've given them the world because everybody treats them so badly. So I'm going to go with number 1. It seems a soft approach. They'll think themselves victorious. Am I this guy's sovereign? Ark isn't very diplomatic. I'm actually thinking that number 3 might be the best option. The thing is that if Ark was going to say 3, he would be doing something. Like this would not be. He does not just willy-nilly talk shit. That's not Ark Tolle. If he was going to say that, he would be with removing this man from power. He's not going to say you have more power than you deserve unless he intends to remove that power from you. So give me one moment. I'm actually going to Google this because this particular voice line is the appropriate one if it means that I'm actually doing something. If it's just useless blustering, that's not the character. He doesn't do that. He doesn't feel the need. He doesn't care what you think about anything. All he cares about is what he thinks about things because he's an arrogant piece of crap. So, one second. So, this guy's name is Bjorngar? Lord Bjornwigar. I'm going with number 3. Nope. Okay, apparently I thought I had the option to do something that I didn't. So, yeah, I'm going to have to reload. Unfortunately, like this, what I'm looking at doesn't have like all of the like specific details, but yeah, like I feel like the idea of like
Not a problem.
okay, it looks like I can't actually redo it, so it just is what it is. That's fine. Okay, so he left the stronghold. No big deal. All I did was piss him off, and I think that that's gonna be it for today, actually, because this is, I think, a good place to end. Now we're going to be starting to explore to the east, and we should have a good time with that. So that is going to be it for today. Thank you everyone for watching. It has been a pleasure to stream for you today, and I hope to see you all again next time.